Welcome to Theme Part 2. So today we are going to continue working with theme, and actually what we're going to do today is work on analyzing the text for hidden meanings and advice. Basically, how do you analyze a text to determine the life lesson that the writer is trying to teach you, aka the theme, and how do they develop it, how can we explain it, what is the real world advice. So what is theme? Let's look at this example. We're going to use this to kind of go through and figure it out. How we would determine theme, how we would analyze for theme. So Jenny Pushovier was so excited. She had a pack of Starburst in her lunch, and she had been looking forward to eating them all morning. Lunch finally came, and Jenny sat down to eat her Starburst when her friend Yudi the best, sat next to her. "Let me get the pink ones," asked Yudi. Well, that sounds more like a demand, not a question, but anyway, "Let me get the pink ones," demanded Yudi. Jenny liked the pink ones best, but she thought Yudi was funny, and Jenny wanted Yudi to like her, so Jenny gave Yudi all of her pink Starbursts. Before Jenny was even done giving Yudi the pink ones, Carrie sat on the other side of Jenny. "Let me get the red ones and the orange ones. Jenny, remember when I gave you that Snickers?" Jenny didn't remember that, though she did remember when Carrie ate an entire Snickers bar in front of her. But Jenny thought Carrie was cool, so she gave her the red and orange Starbursts. Now that she only had yellow ones, Jenny wasn't so excited about eating Starbursts anymore. We're going to use this to go through and determine the theme, kind of work through the text. Let us continue. So what should we do first? Identifying themes. Keep in mind, themes are not explicit, meaning they are not clearly stated. The writer is not going to put in there, "The theme of this text is that money cannot buy happiness." No, you're going to have to make inferences. Themes are implied through the writing, through the characters, the character development, the plot. You have to make some inferences. Read between the lines to figure out the theme. Next thing, keep in mind, themes are bigger than the story. You have the small world of the story. This would be your subject, which we'll get to in a minute. So we have what actually happens in the story, but you have to think bigger. How can we apply that to the real world, the big world? And you come up with what we call a thematic statement. Basically, you're just going to write what the theme is. Themes are about the big picture. Not that yellow Starburst tastes bad. That's not why Jenny gave them away. Sorry, that's why Yudi gave them away. Not Yudi and Carrie are bad friends. Again, that's small world of the story. Think bigger. You want to find a piece of real world advice. What kind of advice is the writer trying to give us? So we look back at this text, and we will in a minute. Analyzing the text to determine theme. Step 1. Start by finding a topic subject about which the reader learns a lesson. For example, let's go through this text. Take a minute, see if you can figure out what topic is this about. And this is where I'm going to kind of work through this with you. So I'm just going to highlight some stuff that might be important. Annotate this. So Jenny Pushovier was so excited. So we need a character. She had a pack of Starbursts, and she had been looking forward to eating them all morning. Lunch finally came, and Jenny sat down to eat her Starburst when her friend, and friend is italics, so maybe is this truly her friend? Why is friend in italics? What is the writer showing us? "Let me get the pink ones," asked Yudi. Well, to me, this is more of a demand. Jenny liked the pink ones best, but she thought Yudi was funny, and Jenny wanted Yudi to like her. Jenny wanted Yudi to like her. To me, and then she gave, continue on, she gave Jenny all their pink ones. Why would Jenny do that? What's that really saying? What's Jenny trying to accomplish by giving Yudi all the pink ones? I'm going to say she's trying to buy her friendship? Continue on. Before Jenny was done giving Yudi the pink ones, Carrie sat on the other side of Jenny. Let me get the orange and red ones. Remember when I gave you that Snickers? Jenny didn't remember that. She did remember when Carrie ate a whole one in front of her. But Jenny thought Carrie was cool, so she gave her the red ones. Now wait a minute. Why would you do that? If somebody ate a whole Snickers in front of you, why would Jenny share with someone who didn't share with her? All right, so what do you think this could be? What subject, what's the topic of this? What's the small world of the story? What's the story really about? All right, there are two ways of looking at this. Friendship, you could also say sharing. I'm going to work with friendship here. That's what I'm going to work with. But you could work this out with sharing too. I think there's a piece of advice here about sharing. All right, so friendship and sharing. We just found a topic. This is the first thing we did. The next part of this is define textual evidence regarding the topic and the subject. Well, that will help us learn this lesson. That will help us frame a thematic statement, kind of write the theme in a sentence. So we need to find some textual evidence about this topic. Going back to this, I've already annotated. This is why you annotate as you go. We knew our purpose in reading was to find the theme and a topic. So as I was doing this, I was looking for topics. Okay, we have the friendship. So I already have my details. All right, I could say that Jenny gave up yellow starburst to Yudi because she wanted Yudi to like her. And then she gave candy to Carrie because she thought Carrie was cool. Right. From this, I'm going to say she's really giving away candy to gain friends. So Jenny gave up the yellow starburst to Yudi because she wanted Yudi to like her. She gave candy to Carrie because she thought Carrie was cool. She's giving away candy to gain friends. I think we have some good evidence here that goes with the topic of friendship. Again, this could work for sharing as well. We're working with friendship. Now you want to synthesize, put all the information you have, specifically the textual evidence, to create a thematic statement. Combine the information. How does this information apply to the big world? How am I going to take the small world of the story and develop a theme? Look at this. This is the last part. I have to take this. All right, what does this teach me about friendship? Just take a minute, see if you can figure out an answer. You might have come up with something like, One can't buy true friendship. There are other ways of phrasing this. And once you do that, you pretty much have figured out theme. And so just to recap real quick, what we did was we took, analyzed for theme and focused on just finding a topic, in this case friendship, the details, the textual evidence that link to friendship, and then put all that together to come up with, take it from the small world of the story. This isn't about Jenny trying to buy friends. This is about one can't buy true friendship. There are other ways of phrasing this. If you didn't have this exactly, it's okay. All right, as long as it's real world advice and applies to real world, you're in good shape. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk again soon.